What's going on YouTube? Phat Rolla coming to you live. Just making a vlog, I think number 15, 16. We'll find out when I upload this. So, my 150 litre tank woke up this afternoon, and to my surprise, the male bristlenose, is still in the coffee jar that we've got in the tank. Now, we did have 3 of them, but I've changed it around a little bit and taken out the old substrate that I put back in on top of the sand because I wanted my plants to grow faster, especially the Indian fern. Taking that substrate out, the plants have bounced back and actually growing. So they're just currently in the sand with using Thrive. I usually use Flourish XL, although last week funds were a little bit low and that's all I can afford. Yet this is great stuff in itself. It's from Blue Planet, so if you've heard of it, drop me a comment below and tell me the success stories or failure stories that you've had with using that and the reason why you've gone to Flourish XL or better. You know, you can get substrates that are just fertilised, so you don't have to worry about liquid fertilisers. I prefer liquid fertilisers because I enjoy the clean texture of sand, with the occasional, little bits of the old substrate rubbed through it, just to give that little bit of roughness look, but, that seabed look. Anyway, woke up this afternoon, bristlenose is still in the jarrah cup, and to our surprise, there is some fly in there. Now, they've got their tails, their couple of fins, and their heads sticking out, so they must have been there for quite a while when I had the tank set up the other way around. Fiancee did point out that the bristlenose has been dominant of that jar itself. Bristlenose was in the jarrah cup, and every time a fish went near it, he'd come out and shoot them away. So we had a look, and it has just covered up the back of it with baby bristlenose fries. So anyone here in Dunedin, New Zealand, if you're looking for baby bristlenoses, we've currently got some now. It's our first batch, or first hatchlings if you want to call it that. First batch makes it sound like a cake, doesn't it? It's our first cake. No? Yeah. Anyway, it's our first lot, so I am expecting a mortality rate. I'm okay with a 50% mortality rate, although being our first, first batch of fry, I'm staying positive and hoping that, we get something out of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the GoPro in its case, so bear with me with the shakiness. I will edit that out in 3, 2, 1. Now, here we have the 150 litre tank. I'll give you a quick run through of what it looks like now before I put the camera in the tank, and then I'm going to set the camera a little bit further away from the jar as to not stress the male, but so you can see what's going on, and see what we woke up to, which is a beautiful day in the world of fish keeping. And if you have any tips on how to get the plants to thrive better with the Flourish XL, I'm thinking about going to fish fertilizer tablets underneath the sand. I don't want to have to put a whole layer of substrate in underneath the sand because, as I said, I like the clean look. And I believe less is more. So, yeah, here we go. So there we have a red-tailed shark up the back. It's not really a shark, so if someone can drop the name of what they actually are in the comments, that would be wonderful. I got told that they're related to the, the bristlenoses and the algae eaters. They like to eat algae. Whether that's true or not, I need to do some more research on it. I did have to drop one off to Judy, who's on the Dunedin Fish Keepers page. So, the other one that we had was aggressive and bombarding the other fish and ram into the side of them and just generally being aggressive. And he's thriving with Judy's tank, so yeah, we'll go from there. Also, shout out to Fred Smith. Thank you for his bristlenoses. They're about 17 months, 18 months old now, and this is our first lot of fry. So, you don't know who Fred Smith is, check him out on the Dunedin Fish Keepers page here in New Zealand. If you are in New Zealand, well then you'll know who he is. He is awesome with breeding the bristlenoses and cories and other fish. He's actually been, picked up as, a good breeder for fish in Dunedin. So he's a go-to man, and that's who I go to for most of my fish. The only fish that I did get outside of Fred was the tetras, but that's before I went on to Bristlenosis and stuff like that. I went to Nichols Greenworld, Pet Planet, Pet Warehouse, which was in City Central here, and a few more when they moved out to Nichols Pet Warehouse out Andy Bay. So yeah, here we go. This is nuts. Shout out to Kovic. Haven't done one out to you for quite a wee while. You do feature in a lot of my gaming videos. Shout out to you, brother. Shark Girl, Robot Killer, Panic 666, Raptorwild, Killer Queen, the entire Phat family. To my sister, Miss Trix. Shout out to you guys. Like, share, subscribe.